you ever just looked around and said, this is bullshit, I can do this better? Yeah, that happened to me running the photo booth for my family business. It's New Year's Eve, beautiful restaurant. Guests are gathering around the photo booth to take their pictures to remember this night forever. They get in the photo booth, which looks ratchety, with the old props set to the side. They look at the screen, they figure out how to hit the start button. The camera decides to try and focus. It counts 3, 2, 1, wait, focus, take the shot. By that point, people have already moved on to their next position, and the shot gets all messed up. Say you actually made it through all 4 photos without having to retry, then you wind up printing, and printing takes, give or take, 30 seconds, as you stand there awkwardly with your hand next to the printer, waiting for it to come out. This entire process to me has been absolutely ridiculous, and I was persistent with my stepfather that he has to get a new photo booth because the one he's currently running is embarrassing. But every single time I tried to have this conversation with him, it went a little something like, hey John, we should get a new photo booth. Yours isn't really that good. But he would respond with, the photo booth costs $8,000, son. You don't even understand. We gotta make it work. Just make it work. Just get through the night. So, yeah, he wasn't really particularly interested in making the photo booth better. But I don't think it's actually $8,000. And I had an idea. I said, bullshit. This thing costs $8,000. So I went online. So I go online. I do some typing up. I click this website. And he was right. $8,000, $8,000, $7,000. These photo booths are genuinely super expensive. This one's $10,000 and it's sold out. And now at this point I'm thinking these prices are absolutely crazy. What the hell? How are people paying this? How is this working? Well, I figured it out. The power of drop shipping. If you go on Alibaba or AliExpress right now, then you'll be able to find photo booth stands, photo booth entire setups for $1,000 to $3,000, which is still a little bit out of the price range that I would be willing to spend on a photo booth, but it's definitely a lot more reasonable. Dropshipping is the act of buying something from these Chinese distributors and reselling it to an American audience for 2 to 3 times the price. They must be making a killing selling these photo booths to gullible individuals like none other than my baby boomer, busy, restaurant-owning stepfather. This is one of the problems I have with dropshipping. I don't dislike it when you're providing your customers with a community or customer support, whatever it may be, the value that you can provide on top of your product, but then you get these guys that they're just ripping people. Oh, come on. But I said I could do it all better, so having the entrepreneurial spirit that I have, I did my research. And I did some thinking, and I remember seeing photo booths that DJs set up that are really nothing more than an iPad on a tripod. And I said, an iPad on a tripod is not that expensive. And to be honest, it looks just as nice, if not nicer. So I started doing my research on that. I said I'm going to need an iPad. That's about $1,000. But I think I can buy them for a lot cheaper on Letgo. But I said I'm going to need a tripod and a mount for the iPad and an LED ring light to make it look nice. And you can buy it for $180 on Amazon. But the tripod doesn't look nice, so let's cover it up with a $30 scrim. Okay, now this is all great. What software are we going to use? Here's a really easy software that can send emails and text messages to people with their photos, Instagram, boomerangs, printers, the whole 9 yards, $20 an event. What if the people want to print their stuff? There should be an option to bring a printer to the event, right? Yeah, well that's $400 and about $20 an event when you factor in the cost of the rolls. Okay, so what are you missing? There has to be something more to this, right? Like, how you just built this stupid, cheap photo booth setup. Comparatively speaking to the $8,000 ones, we're at, give or take, $1,400 right now. Well, there are other things you can do with DSLR photo booths. You can run a Windows tablet with a different software and a DSLR, but to me, I'm trying to think ahead. And also, if I do decide to eventually scale to a DSLR setup, the iPad can very easily be repurposed. And on top of that, I am also thinking of automating this, so I do want to keep in mind ease of use for someone who might not be as techie as me or might not be as involved in the business as me. All of this taken account, I thought the iPad was the best, simplest, and overall nicest option for both me and my customers. Taking all this into account, I thought the iPad was the cleanest and most efficient use of money for me, my potential employees, and my customers. Okay, but how am I going to get business? My family restaurant has a photo booth. Well, I think I finally got into my stepfather's head with his lackluster photo booth. I'm going to go to him, I'm going to say, hey, subcontract your photo booth needs to me. You're never going to have to worry about it. You're a busy man. It can remove all these headaches. You're not going to have to worry about employees anymore. And it'll just make everything go smoother for you. I'll give you 15% of whatever I wind up making as a fee for selling and hosting me. And we can call it a day. That's not too much business though. That's one restaurant. What else can you do? Well, the family also owns a party rental store across the street, and with this photo booth it's going to be a lot nicer, so we can start pushing it there. You want more? Okay, well, how about the friend of mine who has a DJ company that he would be more than happy to put me on his events with him. Okay, but more than that. Well, you want more than that? How about the family restaurant regularly hosts 6 to 12 plus events every single weekend, weddings, repasses, birthdays, sweet 16s, all included, and I'll be able to go and pitch myself to their DJ, band, or photographer as a subcontracting unit to their business. A clean and efficient way to make a couple $100 off of every event by just selling them this kid's photo booth. For small businesses, that extra capital can really come through. So now, what are the margins on a business like this, you might ask? Well, photo booths in my area tend to cost $600 to $800 plus. The cost to run the photo booth is give or take $40 a day. There's practically no maintenance, so I'm not going to worry about that. And I'm going to be the one working on it, so I don't have to worry about employee cost quite yet. And the price breakdown is going to go something like this. To undercut the market, I'm going to go with $550 at the base, but that's with no printing and only email, text, Instagram, the digital stuff. For another $50, we can print. And then the wedding package is going to be advertised with props and a full-time, fun photo booth attendee to keep the lines moving because of the increased volume. Somewhere in there, I'm going to build in a fee for over 150 people. But that's going to be such a niche case scenario, I don't think it needs to be openly displayed. That can be a little asterisk. The finder's fee, whoever books me through their service, whether it be the DJ or the restaurant, is going to get give or take $100. And looking at it, I'm going to wind up from about $400 to $500 profit, depending on the size and magnitude of the event. All of this is with the cost of me working the photo booth, and in the future, I'll be able to hire someone to arrive at the event, set up, take the pictures, and leave, all for about $150. That makes it maybe a half an hour of emails to set up an event, and it cuts into my margins, but a few $100 for very little, it's pretty good. That's another reason why I think the iPad is the better option, because I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving an iOS device to someone. It's a lot harder to screw up. Now, these are all the numbers. There's still so much to get set up. You've got website, logo, name, marketing, business cards, and that's just to name a few. God, I haven't even had the conversation with my stepfather yet. This is very early. But I just spent a long time today making sure that the numbers check out, and the numbers check out they did. Worst case scenario, I break even. This is for an 18-year-old kid on his way to college who's going to be home on the weekends and could really just use some extra pocket cash. I mean, seriously, if this goes anywhere and I can make $500, $600, $700 a weekend from this, then that's fantastic. If it really goes somewhere, maybe I get 2 photo booths going, or maybe I just hire someone and it becomes almost a passive income stream, then a couple $1,000s a month, that's a salary. I see a lot of opportunity in this, and not to mention the fact that it's going to be great for you guys to watch me grow and see where this goes. This is part 1 of me growing a random ass business because I looked around and said, I can do this better. I hope this all works out, and I'm of course going to be making videos about the whole thing, from marketing and business cards and how to talk to people and market yourself, how to sell yourself. It's something that I am personally very affluent at, so there's a good YouTube series here too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if it got cut a little bit short. I'm not quite sure how long this is going to end up being. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. The likes help out a lot. The subscriptions mean a ton to me. As of recording this video today, I hit 201 subscribers, which is honestly incredible for me personally. I am super happy with that and the growth that I've seen in the past 28 days, 86 subscribers, which Might not sound like a lot, but it's pretty decent. I did the math, and I need to average out at 50 subscribers a week to get to 1,000 subscribers at the end of 6 months. Almost halfway there to that 50 subscriber a week goal, and of course I'll surpass that and wind up with the average. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs, and I hope this can help get me there. Thanks, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Shout out to the podcast, actually. Wonderful logo designed by Gabby Stratman. Putting it right here. She's going to be doing the logo for the photo booth business too, if it comes through. She was actually the first podcast guest, though. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I dragged out this ending way too much. You already stopped watching. If you're still watching, God bless you. My camera's about to die. Peace.